Hood Outlaws and Legends just released this week, and I'm bringing an ultimate beginner's guide full of tips and tricks for your pleasure. Now, no funny business, let's jump straight into it and get done with the basics. Green, health bar. Blue, stamina bar. Stamina bar goes down when you're sprinting and or when you are attacking an enemy player. Typically, if you have like a melee weapon, it's going to be going down like that. Other enemy abilities and perks could potentially bring the dead as well. Keep that in mind. Now, number one thing about this game is stealth. Because if you are not stealthy and the enemy AI players, the computer controlled players find you, you will be spotted. You will be outlined in red across the map for everyone to see. So try to be more sneaky. Try to figure out where that safe vault key is going to be from the sheriff. Find it and open the key. Now, let's talk about assassinations. Assassinations are one-hit kill guaranteed. Majority of the character classes have to come up from behind the enemy player and assassinate them. However, the hunter is allowed to assassinate from all different angles, at least on the AI computer-controlled NPCs. Now, one great thing about this game is there's the ability to throw rocks to distract guards. All you gotta do is throw it in the opposite direction. The guard may or may not turn around to figure out what that noise came from, and you can just go right up behind him and assassinate him, which is great. Excellent thing that you can do. Now, working as a team is very, very important because, as I mentioned before, you run out of stamina pretty quickly, and if you are outnumbered, you will get destroyed. So work as a team and together in pairs, so that way if you do get spotted by a guard, you can quickly assassinate or take him out before the guard alerts everyone in the area and makes you available and seen to all enemy players in the game. Now, if you get spotted by too many or spotted for too long, the area that you're located in gets locked down, which means all of the gates in the area will close, and you can't go through the gates unless you have John the Brawler. He has the perk and the ability to raise the gate. So keep that in mind, very, very important. Now, tagging your enemy. Information is power. Remember to tag your targets so that your entire team can see their position for a short period, even through walls. So tagging your enemy is basically pinging them or marking them so that you and your teammates can see who you want to attack or who is attacking you, etc. So you guys can keep an eye on them for a short period of time. Now, one thing to jump into this is exploring your perks, understanding what perks and playstyle you want to be when choosing your characters. There's a bunch of different type ones. For example, Robin has Razor Gauntlets, which allows his melee attacks to do more damage, but he runs out of ammo and has less ammo a whole lot quicker for his bow and arrow. That's just a perfect example there of being able to change your playstyle. More melee based Robin Hood or more arrow based and doing more damage from afar Robin Hood. Again, multiple choices, multiple perks to choose from, and the more to play, the more perks you're going to unlock. Every character has a unique throwable. Every character's unique item can be tweaked with perks. For example, Took the Mystic has a poison gas grenade, which can take away people's stamina, but you could change it so instead of taking away people's stamina, it actually acts as a healing grenade aura, which could be actually really cool and really good support, especially at the end there when you're trying to get the chest out and you're winching it over the wall or wherever onto a boat, etc. Throwing down that healing and oh man, it's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be shootable tangled ropes on some maps, or even all the maps. I'm not 100% sure quite on that, but if Robin can shoot it, or Marianne, which is the hunter, you can shoot the tangled rope, the rope falls down, and then you and your teammates can climb up the rope and get to different parts of the map. Now, again, going back to the ultimate ability, if used well, can be a game changer. It is very strong. For example, the hunter, which is Marianne, can turn invisible, pretty much like invisibility in Halo, where you're like 90% invisible, but if you just see it right or the sun just shimmers on you, you could see the enemy hunter. So just keep that in mind. One nice thing about John is John pretty much becomes really strong and tanky and has unlimited stamina for a short amount of time when he uses his ultimate. So man, when you get in there in the fray, you just push in John with the brawler with his ultimate on and you kill about everything. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual combat here. Reading your opponent and timing your dodges, parries, and attacks are key in melee combat. Everybody's got like a light attack, a heavy attack, and a parry or a dodge depending on who you're playing as. Each of those will vary. Sometimes this game requires a little bit of patience because if you're just spamming your light attack over and over, you may get destroyed. You might get parried, you might get dodged, and then hit by a heavy attack, and then now you're staggered. It might be hard to compensate for yourself. So it's all about patience. Like take For Honor, for example, and take Hunt Showdown, and they had a baby. That's pretty much what this game is all about. The whole main objective of the game is to find the sheriff. The sheriff is this big, beefy guard who's really strong, can kill you very easily, but he has a vault key on him. Now you can kill the sheriff, or you can actually sneak up and steal the key from him without him noticing. Once you get the key, everyone on the team, including the enemy team, will be alerted. But at that point, you need to take the key and find the vault. Now, the vault could be anywhere on the map. It's random. There's like 2 or 3 different locations where it could be on any given map, and it's only going to be on one for each playthrough. Find the key, get the vault, open the vault, take the chest all the way to the extraction point. Again, just like Hunt Showdown, right? You find the monster, kill the monster, take the bounty, and try to extract with it. Same exact concept. Take the chest, extract with it. There's going to be multiple extraction points, so that way you don't necessarily get camped right away because they don't know which one you're going to go to. But let's talk about something that's really important here is the garrison or the capture points is basically where it's going to allow you to respawn. So eventually you'll notice when you start playing the game is there's death timers. There is an unlimited amount of deaths, so you can just die over and over. That's fine. As the game progresses, the death timers will get longer and longer, but in the very beginning, it's about a 10-second death timer. So not too bad. You're pretty much jumping in and out of the combat really quickly. At one point at the time, you're going to be spawning at one part of the map, and the other part of the map is going to be where they're trying to extract the chest with. And so you need to get a garrison point in between that so you're not having to run as long. Now, again, you could be taking those garrison points. The enemy players could be taking those garrison points. They're just a capture point. All you got to do is walk up into the circle or the rectangle where they're at, and then you take over the point. That's pretty much it. Like I said, this is a beginner's guide. If you have more tips and tricks or guides that you would like to suggest, hit them up in the comment section below and let people know that, hey, here's another cool idea. Here's another cool tip. We'll look more into advanced tips here later as we play the game a little bit more, understanding things that other people may not know about, or tips and tricks to parry and dodge your enemy's abilities. Anyways, looking forward to more videos. We're going to be live streaming this soon. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.